This program is part of the Scene Projects Podcast Network. The Scene Project features interviews with independent musicians, comedians, and artists from across the Midwest. Become part of our community and support local art wherever you are.
Streams filling our hands, begging to be solved, remembering the lives we lived before, searching for answers out in the void. We're all just restless girls and boys, looking for keys to open the door. Time's everlasting, time never lasts. Seconds slipping from my grasp, holding you closer, holding our breath. Observing the march of time as the present quickly fades into our past. Swimming in circles now and we can't get out and we can't get off this ride. A vessel is tossing in the waves. Step up the shadows, no need to hide. Our future is rising with the tide. The only thing we need to be is brave. Time's everlasting, but time never lasts. Quite as long as we want it to. Watching seconds slipping from my grasp, holding you closer, holding our breath. Observing the march of time as the present quickly fades into our past.
Welcome into another exciting episode of The Scene. I am your host, Bubba Startz, and you are here for Unsigned Spotlight, brought to you by The Scene Projects. I am so thrilled to be here on a Wednesday afternoon with my co-host, AJ Waller, from across the pond in the UK. AJ, how are we doing today?
We're good. Do you know what? I'm so good. I absolutely love the love already. Bobby Hills, thank you so much. Within 30 seconds, we've got some loving. That's what I like. Loving on a Wednesday, because Wednesdays is hump day in the UK. It's that midpoint of the week. And even Bubba, bless him, when I met him in the pre-studio, he looked as though he'd got the hump, and I woke him up with some loud banging music for the Wednesday, just to wake him up, everybody. Okay, I know it's Wednesday. We're 2 days away from the weekend, everybody. Come on, you're nearly there. 2 days, that's all you've got to survive. But while we're doing it, we've got great music tonight.
Yeah, and we're just a few days away from our Christmas party, and we have a little competition, I guess you could call it, but more of a nomination and a drawing for some really great prizes. So if you're a musician, feel free to nominate yourself in the comments here. We're keeping track of all of them. We're going to spin the wheel of, I don't know, AJ's wheel of mystery, and we're going to choose an artist to get a really great prize package from Phoenix Rise Management and the Scene Projects, and select one lucky artist that will get some great mentorship and some other really great stuff from the Scene Projects and Phoenix Rise PR. Really happy to be in the season of giving, and giving back to our artist community is something that we take very seriously. So feel free to nominate yourself or other artists in there, and we will do that drawing at our Christmas party coming up on Sunday. Can you believe it?
It's nearly there. 21st. How's everybody feeling? Have you got your Christmas tree up, or you like me, still haven't got it up? You know, just please do not put that into context, anybody, okay? It is Christmas. The trees aren't there. And also, Michael Rose, welcome to the show, mister. It's
Yeah,
nice to see you. What's happening?
yeah,
So,
appreciate
yeah,
you, man.
Christmas 21st, we are looking forward to it. But I'll tell you what I haven't got. I need some more music. Come on, guys. Let's get these tracks in. It's a Christmas party. Keep sending them in because I'll tell you what, I want to keep him up as late as you kept me up last year. Okay? I don't want an hour's set list. Okay? I want hours and hours and hours like you did to me last year. Okay? So this is the first time that Bubba is hosting the Scenes Project. And let's show him, guys, exactly how much talent is actually out there because I know that there's absolutely loads.
And speaking of loads of talent, have we got a load for you today on a Wednesday here at Unsigned Spotlight? Is it your turn to start or is it my turn?
I think it's your turn.
Awesome. Well, we're going to start off with a little, some great country music, independent country artist, Joshua Sinclair. He's a friend of the show and a fellow Midwest Country Music Organization member. This is his song, Summer in a Small Town, and we're going to get that loaded up for you right now.
I love the picture.
Main Street buzzing with the local band, barbecue smoke and some Dixieland, late night drives down a gravel road, church bells ringing on a Sunday morning, baseball game and some knee-high corn, cooking them up, well that's how it goes, cut off chains and a country song, days of dukes that don't stay on, sweet tea sipping on a front porch, swinging this southern town, cold beer and whiskey shots, up all night in parking lots, good friends and pretty girls just hanging around, the summer in a small town. Sipping that sunshine lemonade, stealing kisses in the shade. Life is good, we living the dream. Dirt back riding till the sun goes down, drinking from a hose laying on the ground. Simple life, yeah, well that's all we need. Cut off chains and a country song, days and dukes that don't stay on, sweet tea sipping on a front porch, swinging this southern town, yeah. Cold beer and whiskey shots, up all night in parking lots, good friends and pretty girls just hanging around, the summer in a small town. Cut off chains and a country song, days of dukes that don't stay on, sweet tea sipping on a front porch, swinging this southern town, yeah. Cold beer and whiskey shots, up all night in parking lots, good friends and pretty girls just hanging around, the summer in a small town. Oh, oh, summer in a small town. Oh, oh, yeah.
That was Summer in a Small Town by my of the track. Very grateful to our, oh, there we go. Very grateful to everyone who sends in tracks to us. If you have tracks and you're an independent artist that you'd like to send in, send an MP3 to the email scrolling across there, or find our link down in the description of the show and send it on in. We'd love to hear from you guys and to spin your tracks as well. AJ, what'd you think of my buddy Joshua Sinclair?
I liked him. He was good. It's quite a jolly song, actually, for country, isn't it? It's got a really good beat to it. It was like, yeah.
He's got a whole album he released last year or the year before called White Trash Recipes. That's a bunch of feel-good songs just like that one. And a lot of great music coming out of the Midwest. I believe Josh is in Iowa. I think he's out in that area. And that's why I'm so grateful to be a member of the Midwest Country Music Organization. And, with our organization, the Midwest Original Music Organization as well, which we will have our Momo meetup tonight live on YouTube at 7 p.m. A little plug for you guys, that there's so much talent out here. We're just happen to be spread out across this vast, geographical area, and connecting those is becoming so important. And it's a mission of ours here at the Scene Projects, and a big reason why we started all of this in the first place, and why we had to eventually bring in, the Unsigned Spotlight show, was that I was collecting all of this great music that I needed a place to actually put it out there into the world and to see it get played. So very grateful for everybody sending their songs in. If you got a Christmas song, we could definitely use it for the Christmas party still too. So send them on in, folks. Let's make it a party.
Send them on in. We're going to have an absolute great party. I just want to run something past you, Bubba. Do you know what? I had a really interesting meeting today. I went to my first Christmas party and I had my first mince pie. Now, in the USA, okay, we talked about this yesterday. Do we have mince pies?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I love this. I do this all the time. I wind him up because I come up with these UK things, and basically he does it all the time. He just sits there and goes, I ain't got a clue what you're talking about. So those who are in the UK, okay, it is time to get your mince pies out. If those little bits of mince, in the nice sweet pastry, and you put some dollops of cream on it, and you basically just eat mince pies for the rest of the next 2 weeks, and you feel sick of them after 2 weeks, okay? It's another tradition in the UK. Father Christmas gets some as well, as long as Rudolph gets his carrots, okay? So I was at my Christmas party. And talking about collaboration, one thing that really it never shocks me actually, I always think it should shock me, but it shouldn't, is the amount of talent even in your local area. Now, I live in a small part of the UK called the Southwest, okay? Right at the corner of the map, okay? A beautiful seaside town, absolutely beautiful, okay? If anyone wants to come and visit Britain, please come and visit the Southwest and come and visit me in Torbay. Plenty of venues for you to come and play, okay? What was really interesting is that my new mentor comes from London and moved up like the same time as I did about 5 years ago. And she was telling me that she worked for Kerrang. Those people who are in the music world will know that magazine, and also Urban Times. But she was telling me about when she worked in London with the young people, the street people, who basically were out of education, were out of most of their family lives, but music was a big thing that connected the whole community. She was telling me that she had worked with artists like Dizzy Rascal, but it really made me think, do you know what, actually, do we look at our local talent local enough? I've spent the last 6 years working internationally around the world, finding as much talent as I possibly can, where it's literally on my doorstep. I should be literally finding more talent from Torbay. Come on, guys, where are you in Torbay? Because from what I've seen, there's some quality.
Is it spelled with a Q?
What it is? What's spelled with a Q?
How do you spell it? I'm trying to find it on the map. That's why I'm.
What? It's IT. He's never going to get that. He's never going to get that.
No.
Torbay. Torbay.
P or a B like Bubba?
Bubba.
That's what I put in there, and it didn't come up.
Torbay. Well, you can put painting or talkie. We look as though we're
Torbay.
like,
Oh,
we've
there
got
it is.
palm
There it
trees.
showed up.
We
No,
look as though
it
we've
was
got-
because I was searching. Okay, so Torbay.
But it just reminded me that, like, absolutely looking at your local talent, because there's so many wherever you are, you know, your talent stream around you, it just comes out of the woodwork, and it's like, oh, this is amazing. So I've got 4 months with this woman, you know, and I'm
They
going to be
changed
literally
the name
working
on
with her.
you because on the map it comes up as Torquay.
Torquay, no, that's Torquay. That's Torquay
Torquay.
is in Torbay. Yeah, Torquay.
Torquay. So Torbay is like your, well, I guess
It's
we would call it like a
county.
county. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And
That's
Torquay
it.
is the little town along the harbor there.
That's it. We have Torquay, we have
Okay.
Paynton, and we also have Brixham. I'll tell you what, when I bring you over to the UK, you're going to come and enjoy it, and also enjoy our local bands. We've got so much talent here in Torbay. It is absolutely sick. You know, brilliant talent, and we really want to bring these guys out in the open and bring them into the world, because that's one thing that we don't do enough in the UK. This is why the Unsigned Spotlight show is the ideal place. It is being broadcast around
Just so
the world.
everyone else can see where we're talking about. I'm a big map guy, so I like to know
Hey.
where you're at. And so this is the county in England where he lived. I'll zoom out a little bit so you guys can see where it is on the map. There. So there is the island and that little dot there. Yeah, so you're out there. You're in the sticks. That's what we would call it. And yeah.
I'm in the sticks. I'm in the sea in the sticks, but we've got dolphins and everything. It's absolutely beautiful down here.
So very touristy out there, I would assume, right? Like that's where people come on holiday, and yeah.
And do you know what? Our local authority look after us when in the music scene. They invest a lot of money in the music scene with us, and you know, big shout out to Torbay. You know, thank you so much for all you do for local independent artists and also for the music industry in general. We've had a banging year. We've had lots of live events. Lots of new places for independent artists to go and play. They've really invested a lot of money, and actually, you know, local authorities in the UK get a lot of stick, you know, that they don't sort out the potholes or they don't put the rent up too high and things like that. But, you know, I'm shouting them out. They've done a blooming good job this year, and we're all thankful for everything they've done. So, yeah, that's a bit of history about, I'll tell you what, that's a Wednesday history lesson for you. There you go.
No, well, in the town that I grew up in Deadwood, South Dakota, is very similar. It's a very touristy town in the middle of nowhere, right in the middle of the prairie out in South Dakota. We have Mount Rushmore. That's, you know, an hour or so away from there. But the whole Black Hills is really just a big tourist trap, very similar to what I'm sure Torbay would be, right? That everything is built around that tourist industry. And in Deadwood during the summertime, because we have the harsh winters of South Dakota, that very much in the same way, it's all around music and entertainment. And they have a big stage downtown where they bring in national acts, but then all the bars, we have a lot of casinos in Deadwood, and all up and down the strip, there's live music all everywhere, right? And they do a lot to support that music industry. So I see a lot of similarities, and very cool that your local authorities, you know, do a lot to support that, and realizing that it adds to the culture of what you're bringing, and that you don't need to import the talent in these small areas, because places like this usually attract talented people to them in the first place that want to live there and kind of be away from the city. So very cool. Loved just getting to know a little bit about you. I mean, we've only been friends for a short amount of time. We kind of just jumped right into the hot tub with each other here and started cooking with
literally, guys. It's not, I tell you what, there's a big hot tub. If it stretches from the UK to the US, that is one big hot tub.
Well, and we just got cooking with this show so fast, and we obviously spend a lot of time together, but it's always very work related. So nice to know a little bit about where we both come from and where we're at. So, but this show isn't about all of that. It's about the music and some really great artists that we have around us. So AJ, why don't you play us a song, and we'll keep the show moving along.
Do you know what? I've actually got a really good timing for this because we've just got Christina Avila who's joined us once again. Thank you so much. You are bringing us some great, great artists lately. So I'm going to play one of your songs that you've sent in to me this week. I'm sure it was sent into Bubba as well, but I've nicked it. So I hope he's not got it for the show today already. So I have got a great group. I think they're from Los Angeles. Christina, please correct me if I'm wrong, but they're called the Name Droppers. Okay, and you sent that through to lots of radio stations to play, and I am going to actually play that song tonight. Okay, so this is a new group that Christina is supporting. Another group, I don't know, again, she's added it to her repertoire. And here they are, the Name Droppers, everyone. Enjoy.
Vital signs are low, he's in a cold sweat. His heart beats slowly, but I know he ain't done yet. I've walked for miles and slept alone in these blue shoes. They've carried all my dreams, washed away my blues. Cool blue shoes, I refuse to hang with these shoes. Cool blue shoes, cool blue shoes, cool blue shoes. I refuse to hang with these shoes. Cool blue shoes, cool blue shoes. So blue shoe is aging, but it walks a mile a minute. His soul and heart starts racing when his footsteps in it. These shoes have walked the city streets and felt the rain. Walked along the boulevard of broken dreams and pain. Cool blue shoes, I refuse to hang with these shoes. Cool blue shoes, cool blue shoes, cool blue shoes. I refuse to hang with these shoes. Cool blue shoes, cool blue shoes, cool blue shoes. Cool blue shoes, I refuse to hang with these shoes. Cool blue shoes, cool blue shoes, cool blue shoes. I refuse to sing these blues. Cool blue shoes, cool blue shoes, cool blue shoes.
Man, Christina has been bringing in some absolutely banging jam, rock, and blues music. I love the artists that are around here. That's right in my vein. As someone who grew up listening to a lot of classic rock and jam bands like the Grateful Dead or Allman Brothers, this is right in my vein of stuff that I like to groove to.
I tell you what, I'm grooving to that one tonight. I tell you what, and one thing I love about Christina, we were having a chat about this just before the show, everybody. We were talking about the most important part of the music industry. You all are. you know, every single one of you, promoters, radio hosts, podcast hosts, every single one of you, work your socks off 24/7. And hats off to all of you. I tell you what, any of the promoters who want to come on to our show and do what Christina's doing, bringing us some great brands, bring it to us, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's all about us working together to promote these great, great artists. And, you know, doing the job that we're doing with Christina, she's managed to bring us, half a dozen quality independent artists, and that's because she's worked her socks off to get those artists out there. So where all the other promoters, okay, whether you're for the UK or around the world, bring those artists over to us at the Unsigned Spotlight show, because we want to hear that great music from your independent artists.
Yeah, and we'd love to support you and what you're doing, right? We're all here to support all of these artists. We're doing as much as we can, but it makes our job a little bit easier. And I'm sorry if you can hear my cat dying in the background there, hacking up a hairball. Yeah,
Ew.
that was absolutely
come
awesome.
on, seriously, we're live. Hacking up a hairball.
Yeah,
really?
Come
on, cat.
What are you doing?
Seriously?
But yeah, we need all the help that we can get digging in and finding all these artists, and we appreciate them finding us on their own and bringing their songs to us personally. But yeah, any promoters out there, if you're already working with a roster of artists, please send them in. It's really for the artists that we're doing. We play 6 songs from 6 different artists every single day of the week. You're talking 30 songs a week at least. Extrapolated out, we're supporting a lot of artists over the course of the next year, and eventually we're going to run out of juice on our own to do so. So please, if you're a promoter or a record label agent, I don't know if there's any of those around anymore, but please send us your music, send us these artists. We'd love to get to know them. We'd love to feature them on podcast interviews in the future, and plug them into some of these really great award shows that we're part of too. Obviously, I have connections to the Midwest Country Music Organization. I'm the founder of the Midwest Original Music Organization, and we just started working with another big award show, the Midwest Talent Awards, that happen outside of Detroit. So a lot of great things that we can plug these artists into, and we would be thrilled to do so. We are here to connect. We are here to contribute in any way that we can. So appreciate you all continuing to send in these tracks to us. And if you want to send in your track, you can do so at the email address scrolling across your screen right now. AJ, I love this show. I love this show. I love this community that we're building. And I love that we're going to get a chance to all get together and to celebrate one another just this Sunday. It's coming so quickly. It's our Christmas party.
Party. Who's coming? Come on, put in your comments. Who's coming? Christina, make sure you got your Christmas hat, because we want to see you, okay? It's literally comments or come onto the show, because we will invite you onto the show and you can come and wish all of your artists, all of your friends and family a very Merry Christmas, okay? That's the whole idea of it. This is your show. This isn't the AJ and Bubba show. Yes, we're the host, but it is your Christmas party. We want you to use it in a way to celebrate with your friends and family and say thanks to all of those great people that you've been working with throughout the year. And come and tell us a story or two. What is your year brought you, and what's next year going to look like, okay? We want to know some of those stories, and we want to give you an opportunity to use it at our great, great Christmas party. And who knows? We know what Christmas parties come up for. You know, I don't know what your Christmas parties have been like, Bubba, but there's a few secrets been going around at Christmas parties. But anyway, 21st, 3 p.m. in the USA Central, 9 p.m. in the UK. Make sure you bring your pennies, because we're doing it for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And those kids need our help, and that's going to be a cracking charity that we're going to be supporting again this year.
I absolutely cannot wait. It's going to be a great time and a wonderful way to spend a holiday with all of our friends. So without any further ado, we're going to play a song from someone that I've never heard from. This is someone that I don't know, which is a little bit rare for mine, but this is a song by Z Lee called Lost Me. If I can find it. There we go. Beautiful little instrumental track there. I loved that.
That's the second time you've done instrumental this week. It's like it's becoming an instrumental. I like it. It's another one of those you could just chill and relax to. I put a sticker on TikTok. I don't know how I managed to do it. It's just literally come on. Talking about TikTok, thank you very much for everybody joining us. But it's
Yeah.
actually the stickers. The stickers reminded me of how long we have been doing on this show, how many hours we have put into the show in terms of independent music being played out to live. And I'm sorry, any independent artist who puts a song into this show, we do our best to get you out to as many live streams as we can. We are on multiple Facebook, multiple YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. It is all over the place. So when you send your music in, it is being played to multiple channels. I had someone today ask me about numbers of people viewing and things like that. I said it's really impossible to track without data sheets because they're going out in all of these live places. So, if you're an independent artist out there, this is the best way to get your music heard. Get onto these podcast shows where they are live streaming on things like StreamYard, because you will be going live on lots and lots of channels, and it's your opportunity to showcase your music. I know there's a lot of artists who have got tracks just about to come out. Please, I will help you get there, okay? I will connect you up to the podcasters. I will connect you up to the radio stations. But this is how you do it. Everybody asks me, how do I get onto all these shows? How do I do all these things? You know what? You only have to do one podcast show and then you're live across the nation, across the whole of the world. That's your opportunity to showcase yourself and showcase yourself live, So, that's a bit of PR magic, coming from AJ here at Phoenix, this is your opportunity to showcase yourself. Just one show does it all, live everywhere. So fantastic. I don't know how I'm going to get rid of the stickers. It's probably going to stay on there. But actually, it did remind me of some things that I needed to tell you all. So, yeah, anyone with a track coming up, I know it's the end of the year. Let's get going for 2026. Let's make it an absolute classic year once again.
It's incredible to see the amount of traction that this show has gained in a short amount of time. We do our best to share it out there and to promote it on the different areas. I share it into about 25 different Facebook groups every day as we get started. That's why we have a nice long intro at the beginning there. So I have an opportunity to promote the show out there, and it's never about us. Yes, this show has our names on it, but it's really about you, the unsigned artist, and what we can do for all of those people out there that are struggling to make it in the music business. And we make it a point to be about the music, especially, and all kinds of different music. Every single genre has been represented so far this week, from heavy rock music up to instrumental and new age stuff. And I really want to continue to bring all of that, and we couldn't do it without fans like Michael Cago, also an artist himself who continues to support us. So thank you, Michael, for always being here with us every day. And thank you all for tuning in to Unsigned Spotlight. We really couldn't do this without you.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Have I got a banger of a track next? Okay. And the reason I say it's such a big banger is we often, through these shows, we talk about the Academy. Now, the Academy has been one long project of many artists working together around the world to basically support each other, to come up with brand new ways of supporting each other in the music industry. Now, this next track that I'm going to bring to you is a real special track to my heart because it was an orphanage in Uganda that I met through my partnership with the Hope Music Foundation. And the orphanage is absolutely amazing. Please, please look these guys up on our Academy website, okay, over at the Scenes Project, okay? They are looking for you to help them over at Christmas period of time. They are looking for anything, pencils, musical instruments, anything, donations, anything to help them and help the kids. There's about 20 kids in this one orphanage, all packed in to one tiny house. But when it comes to during the day, they are the most magnificent kids you can ever think of in terms of being performers. They are out and they play their music, they do their dances, but they make videos which are absolutely fantastic for music artists. Now, Jesse McAllister has basically took them under their wing. I thought I had the Hope Music Foundation under my wing. I thought I was the one looking after them. But Jesse seems to have literally taken my place, and it's so lovely to see that other artists are working with the Hope Music Foundation, and that is a product of the Academy. The Academy has enabled that to work and has enabled that to happen. So we've got an artist from the US who is a singer-songwriter working with an orphanage in Uganda, just outside of Africa, and these orphans to basically produce a piece of music together, and for the kids to sing this song. So I'm showing you this today because I'm showing you the power of what music can do, and also what the Academy can do as well. And I want you to join us next year because I want more of these projects to come along because these are absolutely fantastic. Okay, so this is Jesse McAllister and also the Hope Music Foundation. I hope you enjoy it because it is sung by the kids themselves, okay? So I'm going to play it for you when I find it. Where's my media gone? Okay, He Is Love. Here we go.
He walked among the broken, he healed the blind and lame. He called the lost and worried, and he knew them by their name. No riches, no religion, but the love that can solve now. That's what my Jesus, that's what he was about. He is about love, he is about grace, he is about mercy for the whole human race. He is about truth, he is about love. He carried the cross and he paid the price. He spoke of God's own kingdom, a light that breaks the night. He taught forgiveness freely, hit and wrong and right. The nails, the thorns, the silence, the woman still crying out. The love was his story, that's what he was about. He is about love, he is about grace, he is about mercy for the whole human race. He is about truth, he is about love. He carried the cross and he paid the price. He is the way, the truth, the light, the hope that never dies. Don't empty tomb, a risen king, we still love in his eyes. He is about love, he is about grace, he is about mercy for the whole human race. He is about hope, he is about love. He conquered the grave and he still shines bright. He is about love, he is about love, he is about grace, he is about mercy for the whole human race. He is about truth, he is about love. He carried the cross and he paid the price. That's what my Jesus, that's what he's about.
What a great track there, written by Jesse McAllister, sung by the Hope Music Foundation. I absolutely love what they have been able to team up and do. It is just so cool that across the world, we've been able to make this connection. AJ,
Just-
like this connection doesn't happen without you being the catalyst to that. And now to look at what it does is just so incredible. I'm really grateful to be a part of this now. And
This is a third track. This is a third track. Do you know what? These kids have made me cry this year. They really have. You know, when I first met them, and 3 tracks later, helping my partner, my fiance, with her charity, and producing an incredible music video. And Mambula, Fred, I know you're listening. We are listening to you, buddy. We are trying our very best
hi, Mom.
to get those kids sorted, okay? And hi, mum, and hi, good festive season as well to mother as well. Okay. But yeah, so I remember that you're doing great with the kids. Okay, we will continue supporting you like we do all of the other great charities throughout the year. Okay, we will make sure that we help all the charities as much as we can. But keep going. But Merry Christmas to you all over at the orphanage. Okay, and join us if you can for our Christmas show.
Well, and that's so much of what's coming in the future. We've talked a lot about it off camera that this is just the beginning, and where we go from here is going to be so incredible because we stay not just focused on the artist and supporting independent musicians, but supporting causes like the Make-A-Wish Foundation, like the Hope Music Foundation in Uganda, like Operation Combating Veteran Suicide. We are so focused on helping others. There's no way that we don't succeed and expand what we're trying to do. I don't believe either one of us to be personally, motivated by greed or money. If we were, we probably wouldn't be living in the situations that we were.
Do you know
As focused and as hard workers as we are, but it's really about something so much bigger than ourselves. And I'm very grateful
someone asked me that question today, exact question. Okay, and my mum's sitting here listening to me, and she knows what I've been through for the past 6 years. Okay, when it comes to these charities, over the past 6 years, I can't even put a number to how much we have raised around the world between us as artists. Because you've got to remember, everybody, it's not just me. I do not collect any money in for these charities whatsoever. I signpost these artists to go and do what they do best, is entertain, to raise money for these charities that we do. You know, in this period of 6 years, I have lovingly supported over 160 charities, and it's each one of them around the world has been absolutely amazing, and it's something that I will always continue to do, always continue to support. And do you know what, the shout outs to those artists, those ones who stand on stage, and help these charities, it's us podcasters who do our hard work doing the radio shows. I know for the Mind charity this year that there's many UK radio hosts out there doing 24-hour radio shows, and they aren't doing it for nothing. They are literally signposting to these charities, raising awareness, raising money. And I tell you what, there is nothing better feeling than doing this. No money is taken into any of these shows. It's all pure signposting, and it's the best job in the world. If anyone wants an amazing job, I've got this, thing for my mum. She does it all the time, and she's brought me up to be this way. And I'll tell you what, there's no better job in the world as an artist to be able to do this as well. So let's see what 2026 brings. Let's see these great charities working with these great artists who are on the show today.
Yep, and we're going to do a little bit of both of those things, supporting the artists, supporting a great charity. This Sunday, we have our Christmas party for the Scene Projects, and we are also giving away a awesome package from Phoenix Rise Management and PR and the Scene Projects to support one lucky artist that will get some really great mentorship and other benefits from the Scene Projects completely free. So please nominate an artist, nominate yourself, for goodness sakes. We are totally fine with that, but we're going to do a spin on the wheel of AJ's mysteries and see where it lands. And
I love how you say that.
And one lucky artist.
Spin on the wheel of AJ's mysteries. What's this, like a new movie that you've come up with tonight? Should we say about what this spin on the wheel of AJ's mysteries? Okay. Basically, everybody, what we're looking for, okay, is to put your artists up for an award, okay? We want those artists who have gone above and beyond to do something special for their audience, or also for a charity, for some artist who really does deserve to be put up for an award this year. It's not about their music that they've created. It's about them as an individual, them as a person, because I think Christmas time is recognizing those who have done the most good, and those are the ones who deserve to be spoiled rotten. Okay, because they've been working 9 to 5, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, haven't cared about themselves, they've cared about others, and they've done all this for the love of others. Okay, these are the ones that we want nominated. And when it comes to spinning on Adrian's wheel, as Bubba loves to say this episode, basically I'm just going to chuck you all into a lucky draw, because I know there's so many artists out there and we haven't got enough prizes for everybody. I'd love to give everybody a prize, but actually I just want one special selected artist to be chosen, and then we can start off 2026 with recognition of this artist. And then next year, we've got something big coming for you, but we're keeping that a secret. What else you got for us, Bubba?
This is a track by my good friend Katie Dwyer. Katie works with Produce Like a Boss, and she supports a lot of independent artists, teaching them how to self-produce their music and promote themselves. She's also an incredible artist in her own right. So this is her song, Pale Blue Moonlight. Please go check out Katie and enjoy this incredible track.
Awkward silences had never felt more comfortable than the first night that I spent alone with you. Taking a chance on a stranger had never sounded better before, and the chaos it created never easier to ignore. And the full moon lit your face, your eyes cleared my thoughts and made me smile. Something in that pale blue moonlight
Oh, that was Pale Blue Moonlight from my friend Katie Dwyer. What a beautiful track.
I love that song. Beautiful, 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 beautiful track. Beautiful voice as well. I really, yeah. Michael, I tell you what, Michael, I'm actually agreeing with you. I was just about coming into this. OMG, I love her. What a great voice. Totally agree. That's what I was just about to say. I would listen to her any day. You've got really chilled tonight. Have you just had one of those like really relaxing days in the bubble bath or something?
No, I have kicked my own butt all week long. I have the Tuesday night show. I have a Wednesday night show. I am live on the air 4 or 5 hours a day. I am up in the middle of the night chasing cats all night too. Yeah, it just usually gets to Wednesday, Thursday. I start to feel it. I'm here. I'm here. I am in the world and working all the time. So yeah, sometimes it catches up to me, and this becomes my moment to just kind of relax and to be in the moment, right? Listening to these tracks, a lot of them for the first time, and just trying to be present with them, I think is really important to me, and to not be, to not treat music as background music. Right. Now, I think that's what we're all about here, is to put the spotlight on the unsigned. And I also want to get my attention in that same way. So yeah, don't mistake my tired look for a, unattentiveness. I'm just very, very happy that we get to do what we do, AJ.
Do you know why the reason I was saying that is the bubble bath look is because there is some days of the week where this job becomes more pleasurable. And I think Wednesdays is one of those days. I will sit and relax and listen to you independent artists in so many different ways. By Monday, I want you to send me the rock tracks in, and I want to be dancing all over the sitting room, okay, and all over the studio. Okay, by Wednesday, I've listened to so many songs. Actually, I just want to chill and relax, put my feet up and just listen to great tracks like that. And this is what I love about this job. At the end of the day, you all send us so many great tracks in that we can just actually have days. If we want to switch off day, you send in us so many different tracks. It enables us to do that. And that's what I love. And like I said, like Bubba's saying about connecting with your artist, okay, it's so important. Please do this for me. Listen to the song, listen to the lyrics, and play it from beginning to end. Do not flick, okay, for these artists. They've spent so much time putting these tracks together. And please listen to them right the way through, because they deserve it. And tracks like that, which has just been listened to, that one, I tell you what, I would listen to that one back to back every single day. Beautiful, beautiful track. Thank you very much for bringing these songs to us, Bubba. They've been absolutely fantastic. I've got one more in my library to do tonight from Andy Smith. And he's a bloke from down under. So, Andy, there in Australia, I'm sure you're putting your barbie on the shrimp. Or your shrimp on the barbie, should we say, not the other way around, because if you put the barbecue on the shrimp, you would get like a burnt grass area. What is it with Australia? See, I've even put the barbecue upside down, because that's what happens in Australia. Everything's upside down, So for Andy, another cracking artist, and you've been working your socks off. I'll tell you what, Andy, I'm putting you in the drawer, okay? Because I don't know one artist who has worked so hard this month to collaborate with so many artists around the world. You have worked your socks off to get to where you have wanted to be in the music industry. Okay, so I'm putting you in that drawer because I've not seen someone work so hard to go from Australia to Atlanta to go and pick up your award, to meet with another artist in the hotel room, okay, to go and put a great track together, fly back to Australia, do the promotion for the artist and everything else. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, you come up with a podcast which then promotes God knows how many other independent artists. And then in the midst of all that, you're coming out with all these great brand new tracks as well, just before the Christmas period. You're coming on my list, mate. I'm going to put you in. So this is Andy Smith, and this is his new record that he's just literally brought out in a matter of weeks. And I've lost it. Where is it? Can we? There we go. Good job I got a good producer in it, eh?
the tale that could unfold. The truth was a lie. Should it be a surprise? All that was said was compromised. The forgotten words, the changes to learn, shredded and torn and left to burn. But it will not be left, even for the best. This time now, my paddle will get wet. And we keep moving on. Everything is all gone wrong. Keep the faith, keep thinking straight. How do we keep moving on? How do we keep moving on? If time is still in your life that's surreal, would you be the same and think it's real? The time will come, all will be undone. You will still be alone. Will you see what you've done? And we keep moving on. Everything is all gone wrong. Keep the faith, keep thinking straight. How do we keep moving on? How do we keep moving on?
What a great way to finish the show off. AJ Waller, thank you so much for bringing in
You are
and
very
being my
welcome.
co-host on this. I appreciate everybody for tuning in today. Our listenership and viewership continues to grow day after day here, and tomorrow will be no different. So my name is Bubba Startz. I am the host of the Scene Projects podcast. AJ Waller from Phoenix Rise Management and PR. We're tuning out for today, but we hope you tune in again tomorrow for Unsigned Spotlight, 1 p.m. Central Time. and 7 p.m. over there in the UK. Love you guys. Have a great night.
Take care, everyone.
Welcome to Unsigned Spotlight, the daily live show from the Scene Projects. We shine a light on the best unsigned musical talent from around the world, featuring songs from independent artists across all genres. This is where passionate music heads, emerging artists, and curious listeners come together to discover what's next.